Well, surprise, this series still exists. Uh, and yes, I am well aware that we have not uploaded a new episode in God knows how long, and I'm fairly certain the last one I did ended up getting taken down, so I don't think you've seen a new one of these goofy-ass spoiler alert episodes probably since early winter. And it's May now. But that is besides the point. The point is, we're here. We might try to catch up again. I'm not honestly entirely sure what exactly the plan is nowadays, but when have we ever had a plan? But let's not deal with what we forgot to do. Let's deal with what we're doing. Maybe I'll try to do some sort of update video, or maybe I'll just try to get things to exist again. You know what? Let's just move on from the what ifs and the buts and the excuses and the whatever the fuck it is I'm trying to accomplish. Anyway, let's get into the topic of the episode, and that is the first piece of good Star Wars media since, well, Andor, but the first, it's Star Wars, but they did it good. Not Mando, not actually, no, Bad Batch was good, but here we're talking about Jedi Survivor, which is easily S-tier Star Wars storytelling. I know there have been some technical issues with the game, particularly on PC, which isn't an issue for me because I don't play on PC. I mean, there were a couple frame rate drops for me on my PS5 during some cutscenes, and my game did crash once, but don't mind my chronic cough. I've had that for 2 months now, and it's not going away anytime soon. But anyway, outside of technical issues that, again, are mostly a PC problem, this game is pretty much perfect. It is exactly what you would want from a sequel to already one of the best Star Wars games of all time. Of course, we continue with the same characters like Cal, Marin, Seer, Grease, BD, even Cordova, who is still alive apparently, as well as new characters like Dagan and Ravis and Bode. Dagan's an interesting character. Dagan is who we're going to talk about now. Dagan Gera, who was one of the game's main antagonists, he was a Jedi who fell to the dark side from the High Republic era, who really wants to get to this planet that's in this abyss called Tanalorr, so he can fight the Empire. Now, well, that wasn't his original plan, but when he came up with his original plan, there was still a Jedi Order. But then he got stuck in back to stasis for 200 years. So he goes evil. He's also only got one arm. So you have to fight him and his friend Ravis, who is a Gendai. Side note, Ravis died way too easily. He's a fucking Gendai. In Legends, the only Gendai who... The most famous Gendai in Legends was Dirge, and the only way... Dirge literally survived being ripped apart from the inside. The only way he was killed was when Anakin launched him into a fucking sun. But Ravis here, one stroke to the neck is good enough. I know Dirge is canon now, but man, if he's as pathetic as Ravis was, Ravis died. Ravis physically should not have been capable of dying that fast. Not like that. I mean, we saw a little bit of his Gendai regenerative skills when he put his hand back on, but we've seen them so much stronger. I mean, Cal probably should have launched him into a nearby star, just for good measure. But, he didn't. Anyway, yeah, we fight Dagon eventually, and he dies. Sears, the whole crew split up. Grease is running a cantina on Kobo, which is basically the hub world planet. Marin is off doing God knows what. Sears on Jeddah. Cordova is also on Jeddah because, as a matter of fact, he's still alive. Or more precisely, was still alive. Because then, later, after we killed Dagon, and we thought all was good, nope, Bode's a fucking snitch, and a fucking traitor, and a fucking Jedi, apparently. He shot Cordova, ran off with the map key thing to get to Tanalorr, and then bro fucking did a force push when Cal tried to attack him. And then you get to play as Seer, which I'll put some gameplay of the Seer gameplay. Not only did you get to play as Seer, but oh my god, you got to fight Vader. And it wasn't like the first game where it was like you run for your life. He had a health bar this time. You could actually fight him. A health bar, as I saw some comment online jokingly call it, a patience meter, because, Vader has the benefit of plot armor in this scene, because, he kind of has to survive, because there's still 9 years before the original trilogy, so. But you got to fight him as Seer. It took me way too many tries. I died way too many times, but then, even though we kind of lit Vader on fire, he fucking killed Seer. And Seer had him beat pretty good. The only reason Seer lost is because, again, Vader has plot armor. Vader has to survive at least another 13 years, so. But my god, that fight was crazy. And then Bode, Cal got a new dark side ability. Bode took his daughter and used the thing to get to Tanalorr, but then they found out there was another way to get to Tanalorr. And then they got to Tanalorr, and then they fought Bode. They gave Bode a chance, because Cal and Marin both agreed that they don't want his daughter to end up being left orphaned like they were, alone with that tragedy. They wanted to spare Bode, but Bode was just a little fucking twat. Okay, honestly, I don't entirely understand why Bode wasn't accepting their offer to spare him, because Bode was kind of, well, for one, he was at the disadvantage. For two, he didn't really have any reason. He was not in any immediate danger. If he just stopped fighting, and everything would have been easier, but I don't entirely understand Bode's motivation, but it got him fucking shot, so there's that. Yeah, but the Bode final fight was a bit underwhelming, but it's purely because it came after the Vader fight, and the Vader fight was just fucking insane. Oh, also, as for non-spoiler related story, non-story related stuff, there's a new Ogdo Bogdo, and you get another pink poncho for killing him. Oh, and Boba Fett appears at the end of a fucking side quest. I didn't play the side quest because I don't feel like playing. Well, I mean, I did a little bit of it, but I didn't finish it. The whole bounty hunting thing with Cage, or whatever the fuck her face is. Goofy, Kit Fisto, Cad Bane knockoff woman. Yeah, but I don't think I really have all too much more to say. I got the gist of it. Basically, what I'm saying is this is S-tier Star Wars because, well, for one, we actually developed most of our main cast further, and now with Bode's daughter Kata being a part of the main group, and at the end, Cal had, I'm not sure if it was a vision or a spirit or whatever, of Seer. Seer told him, guide her through the darkness, and then it panned down to a lightsaber. I don't know whose lightsaber it panned down to, by the way. Because I'm pretty sure Bode was using Dagon's lightsaber that he picked off Dagon's corpse. But that wasn't Dagon's hilt that it panned down to. But it wasn't Cal's either. Maybe Bode still had his own lightsaber. Oh, that wouldn't make sense, because why would he be using Dagon's then? Maybe it was Sears, honestly, but I really don't know. Maybe, yeah, I think it might have been Sears' second saber. I also do really like the idea of Kata perhaps purifying the blood crystal in Dagon's saber in the third game. Because I'm thinking Cal's probably going to take Kata as his Padawan, because odds are, for Father's Force sensitive, she probably is too. I mean, it's not a guarantee, because it's not always, it doesn't exclusively work like that, but it is a possibility. Alright, anyway, I am done. I have nothing more to say. Good night. I need to go to bed now.